I'm so excited today to be talking about Alastin, which is a body cream. It's actually a full-on treatment, and I wanted to give you all of the information that you needed around Alastin and CoolSculpting because it's a conversation that is coming up more and more as we talk about Alastin in practice. So if you are new here, welcome in. My name is Jessie. I am the founder and CoolSculpting specialist, or one of the CoolSculpting specialists over at Element Body Lab, the Dallas CoolSculpting Experts. And on Tuesdays, we go live on our Instagram to talk a little bit about CoolSculpting. And a lot of times we talk about cost, and we are going to talk about cost of Alastin. But this week in particular, I do want to cover this specific product because it is changing the game for CoolSculpting results that a lot of our patients are seeing. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull up a little bit of a slideshow so we can talk about Alastin and what it is. So Alastin, it's the same bottle that I've got in my hand here that you see on the screen, uses what is called TriHEX Technology. And what TriHEX Technology really is it's this great formula that has come up that clears out the buildup of cellular matrix. And so let me back out of that just a little bit so you understand what it is that I'm saying. It actually clears out the traffic jam of damaged cells that happen underneath the surface. So the topical product that you use that just clears out that buildup of dead cells and kind of damaged stuff that exists under the surface. And so if we start thinking about this and how it works or how it can help with your CoolSculpting treatment, it helps in two different functions. So one, it decreases this enzyme called collagenase, which actually is the enzyme that breaks down collagen. Now, if you are following good, healthy skincare routines, what we're all trying to do is increase collagen. So if we're decreasing the amount of this enzyme that is actually damaging our skin and making us look older than we actually are, then that's going to help with the texture of the skin, especially after a CoolSculpting treatment. Because so many people do have questions around like, what happens to the skin? Am I going to notice any skin laxity? Or they're really worried about skin texture. And I'm actually going to show you some before and after photos of clients who have done just CoolSculpting, have done just Alastin, and then done a combination of the two so you get some feel for what this looks like. So the first function, like I said, is it decreases the enzyme collagenase, which actually breaks down collagen, so it makes you look older than you are. So that is going to help keep healthy collagen in your system. The second thing it does is it increases gelatinase, which is what will actually break down damaged cells. So that is a really great thing because it's helping break down damaged cells, which is the function of how we get rid of fat cells after CoolSculpting. So if you're thinking about how would it help your CoolSculpting treatment, one, it's going to help promote healthy collagen, and two, it's going to help break down any damaged tissue, which actually takes me to probably one of my favorite things that I'm going to show you today, which is this slide. I'm going to get into the weeds just a little bit because I know a lot of clients who follow me, a lot of people who are interested in what it is that we do and stand for here at Element Body Lab love it whenever I get really dorky and excited about like the clinical studies behind something. So what you're looking at is an actual simulation model. So this is a petri dish of fat cells that are treated with just a product that basically simulates CoolSculpting. And then also you're seeing, so like baseline is the one that you're seeing on the left, just something that simulates CoolSculpting in the center, and then simulating CoolSculpting and the involvement of the TriHEX technology in the last slide. So if you're looking at this, the first one is basically baseline, like nothing happens. This is what your fat cells look like underneath the surface. Nothing is happening, right? The second one is if we triggered a CoolSculpting response. And so the yellow thing is your adipocyte or your fat cell. The little pink things are your macrophages. So if you'll remember that CoolSculpting works by changing the texture of the adipocyte, the fat cell, and then triggering your macrophages, your white blood cells, to come digest that damaged cell and flush it out. But you can see that fat cell, that adipocyte's really fluffy, it's really big, it's a lot bigger than the macrophages. And so the macrophages are taking their time to start digesting. Now, the third little simulation model that you're seeing is the involvement of elastin as well as CoolSculpting. So you can see that adipocyte, that fat cell, is actually much more broken down. So it's easier for your macrophages, your white blood cells, to flush that fat out. That is the reason that some clients feel like they see a more aggressive result after they use elastin. Now, Alastin actually did do some studies. So whenever you're thinking about like, what does this look like? I actually do want to pull up a photo. This is courtesy of Alastin. This is their study, not ours. So keep that in mind. You always want to be mindful anytime you're thinking about where research comes from, where it starts, who funded it. Like, this came from Alastin. So I truly believe, hands down, without a shadow of a doubt, if you just do a CoolSculpting treatment, you're going to have phenomenal results. Like, I love CoolSculpting. I was treated with CoolSculpting, had great results, didn't use Alastin at all. Like, it's one of those things that we've added on to the practice with time because we know more. So you're going to see results with CoolSculpting alone. So don't misinterpret this. But whenever you start thinking about how can you see better results with CoolSculpting, is there anything you can do to increase your results? This is my advice, is pick up a bottle of Alastin. So what you're seeing here is, without using Alastin on her left side, you see a fat reduction after a CoolSculpting treatment. But with Alastin, you see a more substantial result. And I really do think that part of that comes down to the timeline. So this is after 5 weeks. So if the fat cells are smaller, then you're going to get your results faster. And everybody that I know who comes in and sits on our table with any other providers here is like in a huge hurry. They're like, I need my CoolSculpting results last week. So if you needed your results last week, make sure that you're adding Alastin to your regimen. So then that takes me to another photo that I want to show you, which is actually just Alastin, no CoolSculpting. Because a lot of times clients come in and their real concern is skin texture, not fat. And so this is also a photo courtesy of Alastin that you can actually see the crepiness of the skin. This is an upper arm for a client who's older. She had no other treatments done, but she was really just concerned about the texture, and she saw a really phenomenal result in the texture of the skin. Now, I can speak firsthand on behalf of this from a texture perspective without doing CoolSculpting, because as many of you know, I am 8+ months pregnant. Any minute now, I'm going to be welcoming my first son into the world, and I am susceptible to stretch marks. I have gotten stretch marks in my adolescence and my younger age just from weight gain and weight loss. And so I know I'm susceptible to stretch marks. It was something I was really worried about. So I've been using Alastin twice a day, every day, and I am very happy to tell you I don't have any stretch marks as of right now. Now, I will keep you posted. I will update you if that changes, just so you do know. And then, as y'all know, I'm a big proponent. I like to show you our own in-house results. So this is a photo of one of our clients. She's done a few rounds of treatment to her chin. So she did a couple of rounds of a treatment to her chin, and she saw a great result, but really she needed help with the texture of the skin and the tightness of the skin to help really pull that jawline in. So 5 weeks ago, she did another round of treatment with us, and we also added Alastin, and this was her results. And I will tell you, it is much more impressive than her result with just CoolSculpting alone. So if you're thinking about a chin treatment, or really if you're thinking about CoolSculpting at all, we sell this product as an add-on to any CoolSculpting treatment. It's $195. There is sales tax that's added, so I think it's $211 and some change. But if you could see more aggressive results, or if you could see faster results, I will tell you it's worth its weight in gold. If you were going to be investing in a CoolSculpting treatment, I highly recommend considering adding this on. Now, one of the things that we always tell clients, I'm going to come back full screen here. One of the things that we always tell clients to do after their CoolSculpting treatment is to go pick up some arnica. It's an over-the-counter topical gel that you can use that helps with bruising and redness and a lot of the side effects that happen after CoolSculpting. Great thing about Alastin is it has arnica. Well, it has arnica in it. And so you don't have to go pick up arnica in addition to your CoolSculpting treatment or in addition to your Alastin. So keep that in mind. If you do have any questions for us, If you want to know, is it a good fit for you? Then we're going to talk about it at your consultation. I hope this information was really helpful, especially getting to see that simulation, the breakdown of the fat cells. And I am here no matter what questions you do have around CoolSculpting, elastin, body contouring. We're here to point you in the right direction. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Jessie. I am the founder and one of the CoolSculpting providers at Element Body Lab, the Dallas CoolSculpting Experts. Until we talk again, have a good one.